Hey everybody, it's Craig Valine here, no BS Craig to a few, and this is one of my first Facebook Live shows using BeLive.tv. I recommend it. It's very simple to use, kind of scary the first time you do it. But the reason I am starting to do this is because I advocate it so much, and because I have my EMP qualified social media maven, Claudia Sheridan, who is using it and preaching it as well. So, you've got to practice what you preach. So this is my first Facebook Live, and today I'm doing it. I was on my own mastermind call today with my business coach in mastermind group, Jim Palmer, Dream Business Academy, and one of the things that is coming up soon is the Pasadena Summit, or the Pasadena Small Business Success Summit, PasadenaSummit.com, as you can see right behind me. And that's coming up on June 15th from 8 to 5, and you can get more information at the website. But one of the things that I was going to do was going to interview the speakers so that you could get a taste of who they are and what they're about and what they know and what you're going to learn. And somebody on the call today said, why don't you just do Facebook Lives every day to promote the event? So this is not just to promote the event. What I want to do is give you some value and, just kind of tell you about that event, because there'll be tremendous value there. But by the way, I'm trying to sit sideways, come to you in a nice casual form, because the glare in my glasses keeps occurring. But, one of the things that's most important is when you do anything like this, right, is provide value so people want to come. Also have a personality. That helps too. So my nickname is No BS Craig because, number one, I got that nickname when I was the local independent business advisor for Glazer Kennedy Insider Circle here in the Los Angeles area. And Dan Kennedy, whose teachings I was preaching, is No BS. That's his theme of all his stuff, No BS books and No BS methods. But No BS Craig, because I tell it like it is. Now, I'm going to be diplomatic about it, but I'm going to tell you the way it is. And it's things that you may not want to hear, but if you are ambitious and driven, then they are things you want to hear. They're things that you want to do to be successful in your own business. So today I thought this came up in the call that I was on this morning with Jim Palmer and the Dream Business Academy Mastermind. And it was one of the last calls of the day, and a woman who has her own business. She's got employees. She's looking for a way to drum up new business. And so the obvious place to look is go back to your current customers and check in with them. And not to necessarily make offers, but to check in with them and say, how are you doing? Because many times when we check in with people, they're like, oh my God, I was just thinking about you. Or they're thinking, I hadn't thought about that. Thanks for checking in. That's so nice. So the purpose of those kinds of calls are not necessarily to sell per se. Your motivation may be to do that, but, secondary motivations are, building upon longstanding relationships. One of those things I was talking about was someone who just recently joined my mastermind. She's been a member of my group for about 8 years, off and on. And, I've poked and prodded at her for a while, but I've never pushed. But just by having a solid relationship with her and by re-engaging with her and having her coming to meetings and, saying the right thing at the right time is really what it comes down to. Being a friend and being of service and being supportive wherever they're at in their journey. All of a sudden she's a member of my mastermind now, and she's excited about it. And I promised her, as I promise anybody who does what we tell them to do, if you follow what we tell you to do, it's not going to be perfect. There's going to be bumps in the road. It's just like we know how to get to San Francisco from here, but if Big Sur, is closed because of a landslide, well, we got to take a different route. And that happens in business as well. So, that's okay. But the real message here is meet people where they are in their journey. And if their journey is not yet to spend money with you at the moment, that's okay. But continue the relationship, because when it's time to do business, you'll be the one that they think of. You'll be the one who showed you cared the whole way. Your business is completely and utterly about relationships. Initially, people will say, hey, I need a plumber. Hey, I need a marketing guy. Hey, I need someone to help me book my podcast. Hey, but ultimately they stay with you because of that relationship they built. And you can build upon that fast, by the way. So, if people haven't met you yet, they haven't done business with you yet, they get to know you by these types of videos, by podcasts, by blog articles, by testimonials, by all those things, and all the above combined, by the way. Diversity creates stability. So the relationship is critical in your success in business. So anyway, that conversation that we had today on the call with the woman who's trying to drum up some businesses, one of my suggestions was have your employees contact everyone at least once a week or once a month is fair, but stay in front of them and show that you care, show that you're concerned about their well-being, check in on how their kids are doing, how their family's doing, how their business is doing, and show that you really care. And then the conversation may came up, hey, I was just thinking of you, or that reminds me I'm doing something and I need your help. So it's important to set up a follow-up system, a regular system of staying in touch with people, to just check in and say, how you doing? Treat your customers, your clients, your patients, your members, whatever they are, as dear and valued friends. How long would you go without staying in touch with your friend? If I don't call my friend Beth, or at least check in with her, she's like, oh, if you don't care, it seems like you don't care. You don't call me. And I'm like, we just texted 3 times today. It's like some people are like that. Some people not. Some people, like my sister, I can go without talking to her for 2 months. And then we pick up where we left off. And we know that we love each other. And we know that we're there for each other when we need to be. But some people don't. Some people need that constant contact. So you may reach out to your customers, your clients, and mean well, hey, I'm checking in. I want to know how you're doing. They may not answer the phone. They may only get your message, and that's good for them. That will be fine. Some people they want to tell you their life story. They want to tell you what's going on in their lives. That's okay. It builds upon that solid relationship you need to go moving forward. I've been running EMP in Pasadena, which is Enhanced Marketing Performance. It is the breakoff from my local chapter from GKIC previously, which I started over 10 years ago. And, I have members in my mastermind who pay me a lot of money to be in my mastermind, who've been with me since the very first mastermind meeting. 2 of them specifically, Dr. Brian Berg and Jonathan Mitchell, were at the very first mastermind, and they're still in the group. Why? It's not that they necessarily learn more at the meeting and have made millions upon millions of dollars, although Brian Berg is a very successful orthodontist, but he's a successful marketer first. He's a marketer of his thing versus just a great orthodontist. Jonathan Mitchell, constant, never-ending marketer of his thing. But it's the relationship that we have. It's that relationship. Those people feel they're being of service to me by being a member of my group, and they do great service. And by the way, it makes me look good that they're in the group. It makes them look good that they're part of my group. They get benefit from being there, but it's really about that relationship. And by the way, the mastermind members in my group typically stay for a long period of time, as you can see with 10 years being in this group. But they stay because we have a solid relationship. They know that I care about them. They know that I'll be there at any moment to support them, and that the members of the group will be there as well. So it's really all about relationships. So the real thing about this Facebook Live, this video is I'm going to give you a formula for success. So let me type that in so you can really see what I mean. I got this on, I don't know where I found it. The formula for success, 4 things you must do every day to ensure your success. Now, Dan Kennedy, my mentor of over 20 years, does something every single day to generate new business. Now, he may not be directly a sale as a result of that, but it builds upon the relationship. It builds upon a conversation he's had. It builds upon something he knows about the person that he's contacting that allows him to build upon what he calls future bank. Okay. So he's working on that relationship all the time. Some of it may result in instant money. Some of it may be later money. It's future bank. Okay. So I got that idea, the four things. What four things can I do every day to ensure that I have business coming in, that I have members coming in every month to my EMP group, that I have people attending my live events, that I have people calling me, asking me to work with them on projects, that I have people hiring me for coaching, that I have people hiring me for consulting arrangements, whatever. What four things can I do? So we have this formula for success. So I'm going to read a little bit off a sheet that I have, a cheat sheet. And if you want this, instant message me and I'll forward it to you. But it'll be right here in this video. So it says to create long-term, highly profitable customers, stay in touch with them. Use the formula for success. The formula for success, ask each business owner or salesperson, if you have salespeople on your team, to make 4 contacts a day to tell their customers about new products or services or special promotions, or to check in, to thank them for their service, or for their business, I should say. You can make 4 phone calls. You can write 4 letters, 4 emails. You can ask for people for additional business, right? Who you're already doing business with now that you can add on to the current sale, post transaction stuff, right? You can give out 4 of your business cards to people at an event. I would be, a little bit more specific. Don't just hand out your business card, but, actually I've got one right here. It's hard to see, but it says, I found this on the floor. I'm going to turn it over in just a second. I found this on a floor at the first GKIC local chapter meeting I went to in Orange County before I had my chapter. And the back of the card said this: low back pain, degenerative disc disease, hernia. So I had low back pain, and especially as I was picking it up off the floor. But I liked that card. It spoke to me because I do suffer from lower back pain. But then it says, right, free report reveals why most back and sciatic leg pain treatments fail, right? And then it goes on to tell you how to get relief from it. I'm looking for another business card because I emulated it, and I don't have it here in my drawer. I have all this stuff in my drawer right here. But I created a business card like that, and it says, are you having trouble turning your advertising into profit? Do you want to make more money in your current business? I don't know. Do you want to earn more income in your business? I forget what my headlines were, but I copied that basic formula in the business card, right? And just headlines. These are headlines, right? But they speak to the pain that the person's going through. So, and then I just put free report reveals 10 biggest mistakes most businesses make, or something to that effect. I forget what it was, but it worked. It worked. And instead of me just going, hi, I'm Craig Valine, I'm a marketing strategist, which, this card does, right? This one is very simple. That's my bare bones Donald Trump card, I call it, because it just says my name and who I am. But this is my new card, and it's a little thicker. It doesn't bend as easy. I only give those out to good people. But this, gives an opportunity. Can you see it? It's bare bones. Bare bones. Doesn't give any value. And I'm creating new cards right now. I'm creating new cards for an event that I'm doing very shortly. But it's a good card. I mean, it works. I had 2 cards there. Actually, it unfolded. That's funny. It came apart. That's my thick card that now has 2 little parts. Anyway, but the point is, use your card as an advertisement if you can. I don't know what I did with the card again. Use your card as an advertisement, right? Speak to the pain that you solve and get them to turn over the card and know where to go get it. This is a way to start the relationship with people, because most people will just put your business card in a drawer like I have right here. In fact, right here, I got a stack of business cards from a recent event I went to that I'm sending individual emails out to promote the Pasadena Small Business Success Summit. But otherwise, most people just put it in a drawer like I have right here. Business cards. This is what I'm looking in my drawer right here. So you got to have a formula for success, and that is contact 4 people a day, whether they're your current customers, whether they're past customers, whether they're lost customers, whether they're future customers, and offer them, number one, just check in with them and say, hello, how are you? How's your life? What's going on? And then say, how can I be of service? Is there any way that I can help you right now? Great. No, yes, maybe. If no, say great. Well, please let me know. Keep me in mind. Have you signed up for our newsletter? Have you watched my videos? Have you watched my Facebook Live videos every day at 10 o'clock in the morning on our page? Have you liked our page? Make sure they like your page so they can follow and stay up to date with you. But do 4 things a day that help you drive business to you. Okay. If not now, future bank. Future bank is the relationships that you have that result in future business. And by the way, some of those people that may or may not ever do business with you again, don't be surprised if they refer people to you, because they'll say, I haven't done any business with Craig. I haven't seen any need to do it recently, but I refer everybody I know to Craig, and you should go see Craig too, that kind of thing. It's very simple. So I hope that's good for you. I'm going to read this thing. Your commitment is that you will spend part of each day to contact 4 or more customers, and you can do it any of the 4 ways listed above. Could be an email, could be a phone call, which is great. It's old school, as my friend Michael Levine says. He says, does anybody use the phone anymore? And it's like, he's taught me to use the phone a lot more, but he's old school. That's what he did in the 80s when he started his celebrity publicity firm. He does it to this day, and it makes wonders, because as easy as it is to send an email, phone call is personal, So make phone calls. Use emails also. Use greeting cards. Send a personalized note. That helps a lot. But do it at least 4 a day, and you will be very successful. Okay, so here's Matt. So what a great opportunity you have to be different from your competition, right? No one else is doing this, I guarantee you. If you just make 4 contacts a day, that will be over 100 contacts a month, right? And over 1,200 contacts a year for every member of your team. So if you have a team and they do that, think of the impact it'll make. If you have 3 members of management, right? If you have 3 people doing these things, you and 2 other people doing these, and you could hire someone to do this for you, virtual assistant or an intern or something like that, that'll be 3,600 contacts a year. Don't you think that would result in some extra business? I think so. So it's a great public relations tool. 2, it's a relationship tool. 2, it's future bank. All right. So that's all I have to say about the formula for success. So the last thing I want to leave you with, and again, this is my first Facebook Live in a while using BeLive.tv. I recommend it. But the good thing is I get the right messages to you on here. So on June 15th here in Los Angeles, in Pasadena specifically, I'm hosting the Pasadena Small Business Success Summit. And it is an all-day event meant to make 2017 your best year yet. Okay, so whether you are making a lot of money right now and you're looking to go to the next level, or if you're struggling and you're looking for those ways to add extra income, extra revenue, new business, if you need some mindset, some success principles, this is the event to be at. Okay, so let me just tell you, I don't have the flyer. I do have a flyer right in front of me. Here's my latest flyer. Nope. Anyway, so as you can see, I have some good people there, one of which is yours truly right here, Craig Valine. I'll be speaking on how to grow your business exponentially using the 3 ways to grow a business, okay? 3 ways to grow a business, simple but powerful. And isn't it exciting to know that there's not 17 ways to grow a business, but just 3? So I'm going to share with you how to do that, and you'll be happily surprised at how simple it is. In the middle is my friend, author of 19 books, celebrity publicist Michael Levine. You may have seen his book Guerrilla PR 2.0 and Broken Windows, Broken Business. He's a good friend of mine. We've done events before together. He has this outstanding presentation called The 3 O's of Super Successful People. And if you don't know Michael has represented some of the biggest talents in Hollywood, A-list celebrities, Michael Jackson, Charlton Heston, Barbra Streisand, Dave Chappelle, Prince, Joan Rivers, David Brenner, just to name a few. I mean, he's represented some of the biggest names in Hollywood, and he does know what the secrets of super success. The people who are super successful in Hollywood, he knows. He's narrowed it down. And by the way, I could give this presentation if he didn't show up, because I've heard it so many times, and every single time I take notes because I need to hear it over and over and over again. It's relevant. It's powerful. So you want to hear him speak. Right here is Joanna Vargas. Joanna Vargas is also known as Queen V. She owns Fit Factor Studios in Alhambra. She is a self-promotion machine. She's brilliant at building tribes, at building loyal fans. She's the producer of Main Fest, which is a Main Street music festival in Alhambra. She just actually recently secured all her musicians for an upcoming September 2017 event in Alhambra, which you want to be part of. I love her energy. I love her enthusiasm, and that's why I asked her to come and speak. She's not a professional speaker. She's not a guru per se in marketing or promotion. She's just great at it, and so I wanted her to come and speak. Where am I? Oh, down here we got Rob Kosberg. Rob Kosberg, I saw his photo in Pasadena Magazine as one of the most influential people in Pasadena. And then I saw him on Facebook being awarded $1 million funnel award winner by ClickFunnels by Russell Brunson. And I said, you know what, I got to reach out to Rob and see if he's available. Rob Kosberg, if you don't know, owns bestsellerpublishing.org. He helps people to write a book and become a best-selling author at it, to give you all the publicity that goes with that. He's just outstanding, and he's a brilliant marketer, and he's going to tell you how to achieve authority by publishing a best-selling book. Smart guy, brilliant marketer. Excited to have him on board. Right here, the reason I created this event, funny enough, Carmen Torres of My HR Specialist, she's in Pasadena. She is an HR specialist. She's an HR expert. And my friend and business coach, Jim Palmer, who I was on the call with earlier today, had said, why don't you have Carmen come and speak to your EMP group? And I said, not the people that come to the EMP monthly meetings, I don't think would benefit from her per se right now. I said, but I could create an event. So then that ultimately turned into this event, this Pasadena Small Business Success Summit. And because of the idea to have her come and speak, I created an event around her. Because, if you're going to grow your business, you need to think about hiring other people, and you need to do it right. And her talk is going to be on how to hire right and cover your assets. Independent contractor versus employee, how to cover your assets. So you got to hear her speak, and she's sweet, and she's very talented, very smart. Excited to have her on board. Right here is Rick Sessinghaus. He's a former PGA golf pro and peak performance coach. And, he teaches mindset principles that are incredible. If you are a fan of golf, if you watch the PGA, you know that golf is a mental game. Because one day you can be excellent, the next day you can be horrible. Just look at Tiger Woods, considered one of the greatest golfers of all time, and how he can be great one day and then be, 10 under one day and 10 over the next day. So he's going to be talking about stress versus performance, bringing your best when it really matters. And that's necessary as entrepreneurs. We need to be our best when it really matters. Operating at peak performance. Over here is Claudia Sheridan. Claudia Sheridan's a long-time friend of mine. We go way back, and Claudia is a social media expert, and she has been trained by some of the best. She's a protege of Mari Smith. Mari Smith is Facebook. She's the guru for Facebook. And she's also, Claudia is also a social media not only expert, but a Facebook ads expert. She's certified in that. So she's going to be talking about how to kill it, how to kill it on Facebook for about $1 a day. Have you thought about advertising on Facebook, but you just don't know? You're scared about it. It can be fearful. But, Facebook has one of the greatest targeting elements to reach the people that really need your products and services. And if you do it right, and by the way, the targeting is just one of the elements that make it great. It's knowing behaviors, knowing interests, knowing something about your target audience that allows you to put your message right in front of the people that matter most. And she's going to teach you how to do it for $1 a day. How can you miss that? Not featured on this flyer, who should be, this is an older flyer, is my friend Rochelle Shaw from Las Vegas, Nevada. Rochelle and I go way back from GKIC days, and she is the author of The $1 Million Equation. She's also the author of How to Build a $1 Million Business in Las Vegas Without the Casinos. She has built $1 million businesses on her own, and she's going to teach you how to add an extra 100,000 to 1 million to your business instantly. And I believe that's using the $1 Million Equation. I've seen this equation. It is phenomenal. And one element of the equation I'm using, and I'll reveal it here. We're going to be doing a Facebook Live with her next Thursday, so be prepared for that. But one of the formulas is 85W, and that is the formula. But what it means, it's based on the quote, and I don't remember who said it. It might have been John Wanamaker or the guy who created the circus, Barnum Bailey? I don't know. P.T. Barnum. He says, I don't know any one way to get 85 customers, but I know 85 ways to get one customer. And that's what we're doing pretty much to promote the Pasadena Small Business Success Summit. Is I'm doing as many ways as possible, because remember, diversity creates stability. The more things you have working for yourself at any given time, the better. Just like we said, the formula for success, right? If you do 4 things every day, by the end of the year, you've done 1,200 things to reach out to contacts. That's a lot. That creates stability in your business. We're doing the same thing to promote the Pasadena Small Business Success Summit. And so you don't want to miss Rochelle. Rochelle is... I love Rochelle. She's one of the most fabulous people I know. But she's straightforward too. She's no BS like I am, more so than I am. But yet she has the experience. She's super smart in marketing, and I just love that she's part of this event coming up. So if you have not registered for this event, it's on June 15th in Pasadena at the Hilton Pasadena Hotel. You must register in advance. There are no walk-ins at the door. But if you go to PasadenaSummit.com and click on Buy My Tickets, if you enter the code Facebook and the coupon code, you can save 51% and get tickets at $47 versus $97. So let me put that code there. Enter code. It's coupon code, by the way. You'll see on the order form. So you want to put the code Facebook and the coupon code on the order form, and that will reduce the fee to $47 versus $97. Okay, and by the way, it includes lunch. So one last thing I got to say about the summit is I am doing this in partnership with the Pasadena Chamber of Commerce, and they happen to have a breakout session in the afternoon called Technology Triage. So if you have any questions about technology, about how it applies to your business, whether it's internet stuff, whether it's computer stuff, software stuff, whether it's social media, whether it's reputation sites like Yelp, Google reviews, Facebook reviews, things like that. They're going to have Chamber of Commerce experts there to answer your questions right there in the room. And so you can leave the seminar room and go into the breakout, stay there the entire time, or come back, hear the speakers. It's up to you. But I'm really privileged to have this relationship with the Pasadena Chamber. Paul Little is one of the best people I know, best chamber presidents I've ever seen. But he's really on board helping us support this event, the Pasadena Small Business Success Summit. And I want to be gracious by sharing, if you've got questions about technology, make sure you step into that breakout session in the afternoon during the summit to get your questions answered. And by the way, if you're not a member of the Pasadena Chamber, you should be. It's one of the largest chambers around. And Paul Little and the chamber members, if you are dedicated to the chamber, they will support you. And it's just unbelievable. All about relationships. Remember what I said before? It's all about relationships, and they know it. So come on out. So go to, I'm going to point to it right there. PasadenaSummit.com, and register for your tickets. It's on June 15th at the Hilton Pasadena Hotel. No walk-ins allowed, so you're going to have to buy your tickets in advance. I'm working on getting some surprise bonuses, but if you register beforehand, you will get qualified for those bonuses. And again, it's 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Come, bring a friend. Share this code with them, the Facebook code, so that they can get the discount as well. You can buy a table at a significant discount as well. If you've got friends who want to go, you can buy a table for 10 for the price of 7. At the discounted price, by the way, not even at the full price. So, so come, and enjoy yourself and be better in your business. Make more money in 2017 than you have in the last few years. If ever, make more money. That's the whole goal, is to be more successful. Small business success. Whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you're a small business owner, whether you're a professional, whether you are making a lot of money now or you're not, this is the place to be. It's going to be a great event. So that's about it. I am going to say goodbye at the moment, but if I can be of any service to you, if I can answer any questions, I'm going to put my email address here, craig@empresults.com. Come on out and, just reach out to me, I should say, if you have any questions. And that's it for today. Have a very successful day. It's been a pleasure being here, and look forward to seeing you again. We'll be on again tomorrow at 10 a.m. So if you want to get more great ideas, advice, suggestions, or if you need to be reminded to register for the PasadenaSummit.com, then we'll see you then. That's it for now. Have a great day.